Hello, this is Glade. It is Monday, May 11th, I think, and I really haven't been doing much with my bees lately. The weather's been not that great, and there's no nectar flow, and the bees just really aren't doing anything, so I'm just leaving them alone. I have fed them a little bit more, but other than that, there's really not much happening in the bee yard. So I'm just leaving them alone. I am today going to try and do some grafts. So I went out to one of my yards, grabbed a couple of frames from some hives that should be some good hives. And I'm going to do a few grafts here and see if I can get a few queens started. So I'll just flip you around and show you what I've got going here. So I've got a little nuke here that I dropped some frames in. Let's pull a frame out and shake some bees off and see what we've got here. Not too many bees, and most of these are all nurse bees. This is about the only time I really use a bee brush is to get these bees off. Oh, this brush is stiffer than a board. I don't know if I want to use it or not. I think I'm just going to shake these gently. Still got some bees, so we're going to have to brush. Alright, I think we got most of the bees off. Let's take this in the shed. I don't know how much of that you saw, but we'll try this. I've got my little grafting station set up here. We'll see if we can do some grafts. And I've got a light so I can hopefully see better. And we'll see how this goes. All right, I'm going to see if I can show you what I'm looking at a little bit. Let's see if I can zoom way in here. That's what I'm looking for. So I have to find my cell that I'm looking at here. See these larvae? These are just about the right age, right? These four right here, these were just the right age, swimming in royal jelly. That's exactly what I'm looking for larvae to graft. Now the trick is to get the larvae out of the cell and into the cell cup without rolling it over. So I'm gonna try this. I've picked it up. Now I'm going to move it into one of the cell cups. If I can get there. There. Successfully moved to the cell cup. That's really all there is to grafting. If you can do that, you can graft queens. So I'm going to hurry and do the rest of these 20, and then we'll drop them in the cell builder that I started. All right, I've got my 20 grafts done. Let's walk them out to the other hive, and I'll we'll get them put in the hive now. And we'll need a hive tool. Let's walk on out here. And the key to getting good grafts is to have a good cell builder. And I think I've got one built strong enough out here that'll work. This isn't the normal way I do it, but we'll see how we go. I think it'll be okay. So I've got this little nuke right here that I just packed with a bunch of nurse bees a couple hours ago. And as you can see, they've barely got enough room for the frame to go down in there. We're gonna slide it down in there anyway. Try not to squish anybody. Push all this back together. Now, this frame right here, right next to the grafts I just put in, was a pollen frame. So they've got plenty of pollen to feed these larvae, and there's no larvae in the hive that they can make a queen out of. So they are essentially what we call hopelessly queenless, and they should jump on those grafts and make some queens. Hopefully here in about 2 weeks. I've got, not quite 2 weeks, I guess, maybe 10 days, 12 days. I've got some queen cells that are ripe and ready to go, in which case I'll probably repopulate some of these hives out here that the queens are okay, but they're not doing that great. So we'll hurry and replace them and hopefully can get them going this year. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today, just making queens. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.